Litigation's completely changed because of e-discovery. I think that the people who were used to litigation, which was paper and pencil litigation, and go back to the paper records, are probably lost in the current world of litigation. Everything now turns on e-discovery.
As this senior Los Angeles attorney testifies, the rise and importance of electronic discovery to the legal world in recent years has given rise to a whole new industry. Jacques Nack Ngue admits to having a love affair with data processing, and in 2007 started his own e-discovery business, eClaris, out of Los Angeles. And as he found out, those early days of e-discovery were lucrative times.
Our very first job, I remember, I borrowed my wife's minivan because I had to pick up boxes with hard drives. As a one-man shop, working and setting up that particular project over that weekend, I was able, on the following Monday, to send an invoice to my client for the first part of the project for a little bit over $57,000.
As he took on more work, so Ngue hired associates. Rather than hiring graduates with degrees in computer sciences, he selected people with analytical minds as well as those with legal and business skills.
Our consultants are able, building on their core competency, their previous experience, to identify patterns. They are not trained on a particular software. They have inherent core knowledge that enable them to find solutions and implement them across multiple platforms. And that was key.
It has been difficult to find correct personnel to fill various posts. Some of the positions at hand are quite specialized and require a high degree of technical expertise, such as data analysis and so forth. These are areas that would require a very trained mind in that respect.
eClaris was looking forward to a prosperous future when the financial crash threatened its very existence. Back in 2008, industry rates for processing 1 gigabyte of data were about $1,500. The crash slashed its rate card by 90%. To survive, eClaris had to reinvent its business model. Ngue realized his company had assets over and beyond its core service offering.
Even when we were not assigned to a job, our clients were calling us and asking us questions. Should we be doing it this way? You know, you helped us on the last matter and we did it this way. Is there any reason why we should go this way as opposed to the other way? And what I felt, that advice, that consultative advice, was free money going out the door. We decided to focus on providing that advice bundled with the processing service.
With equal emphasis now on providing consultancy services, eClaris changed the nature of the relationship it had with clients.
Our consultants were able to build a relationship with our clients as opposed to just performing on the list of tasks assigned to them. They were able to provide feedback that enabled our client to be better as opposed to essentially just focusing on providing a load file that didn't create any error.
eClaris regards itself as a process data partner. It no longer simply waits for its phone to ring with a client requesting its e-discovery services. Today it gives clients advice on how best to manage its own data in advance of problems occurring.
They create an IT department for us that we can go to when we have an IT problem to be solved. I'm not talking about running our IT system. We have people who technically can do that and do that for us. But where we have litigation specialties that we need, we know we can go to them and get an answer. And that's been universally good in the times we've gone to them.
Anytime that you have control and you know where things are, is obviously more efficient. The major problem in the whole world is the fact that you don't know what the right hand is doing when the left hand is in your pocket.
eClaris has been confident enough to adopt its own business strategies rather than following the trends in the sector. It was one of the first e-discovery companies to introduce a project management tier, keeping clients better informed about a work in progress. And it's almost certainly the first to adopt a fleet of Mini Cooper cars in which consultants travel to client meetings.
We want to put our name on it. Just like the larger name brand, FedEx, UPS, we want our client to be comfortable, to know that they're working with a professional company, to know that their evidence and sometimes their secrets are handled carefully.
There's no disguising Ngue's ambition for his company. The way he's been able to grow eClaris, despite the crippling financial crash of a few years ago, few would bet against him achieving his goals.